Hey, what's up, my friends? It's Dixie coming to you live, and I want to have some real, raw talk with you guys. Talk with you guys about how to become the leader in your life and the leader in all aspects of your life. So, as you guys are jumping on, let me know if you're here on my replay or if you're on my live, and I would like to know where you're coming in from, city and state. You guys, I honestly plan to have like the most bomb content for you guys tonight. And life put me in check real quick, and it kind of just gave me, I kind of shifted on what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I was going to come to you with a whole different aspect, but I want to talk to you guys about how to become the leader in your life. And the reason I want to bring this up is because I feel like a lot of times people are leaders in their business, they're leaders in their work life, they're leaders in their marriage life, but they're not leaders in all aspects. Like we're on this teeter-totter where we can't find that even balance between all the things that we're trying to juggle, especially as a mom. We're trying to juggle everything. We're trying to juggle kids. We're trying to juggle being a wife, a referee, a chauffeur, a teacher, like all that craziness. And I had my mind, like I had so much right here that I wanted to bring to you guys. And I had, all I can say is like we had a blowout moment in the family. Kids are on edge. There's so much changing in life right now. Kids are online, in person. We don't know what's happening next. And I think it's just a lot of tense going on. But it made me think about being a leader in your life. And I really had to reflect. Like I had to sit down and try to figure out how to help my daughter through what she was going through, which was just emotions, and trying to learn to control her emotions, and to get her frustrations out without saying anything that's going to hurt anybody else. And I started to like talk with her like, you have to be in control. You have to be the one to lead yourself, lead your emotions, lead your frustrations. Like you have to be the leader, because nobody else is going to be able to have that control for you. And so it started to make me think, like in all aspects, like, here I am trying to preach to my 11-year-old daughter, but I think it can go very well for a lot of us, is that we really have to learn how to be leaders in our own life. And it really comes down to the law of awareness. Like in order for us to be this leader, to be the mom leading the family, to be in the wife leading, her side of the marriage, to be the mom leading the schoolyard. You guys, I got 2 kids that refuse to do in person. So I now have 2 kids homeschooling and 1 going in person. So, I started really reflecting on this, especially after having to sit down with my daughter. Like I'm here telling her, you got to be the leader in your life. Like mama can't do this for you. Mama can't fix all of your frustrations for you. Mama can't fix your problems for you. Mama can't fix your emotions for you. Like I can help you, but you ultimately have to be that leader. And then I'm like, aha moment, Dixie, like you are preaching to the choir, because you need to listen to that stuff yourself. So I figured I would come here and talk with you guys about this, like the law of awareness. Like how do you really become that leader? How do you really step up to the plate? How do you really create that growth that you need to be that leader? And it's really the law of awareness. Like you have to know yourself to grow yourself. And that's what I realized when I was talking to Alyssa. Here I am, like I'm fully aware of this, and I'm trying to teach her, like, you have to know what ticks you. You have to know what creates the frustrations. You have to know what makes you so upset. And you have to learn, when you get to those points, what are you going to do to stop yourself from boiling over? So this is the aspect of helping an 11-year-old deal with the emotions that preteens go through. If you are a mom and you have a preteen, oh my gosh, comment here, because you know what it's like. Like it's crazy trying to deal with that, but it's the same thing in our life. You've got an 11-year-old dealing with these emotions of school and life and social aspects, and does this friend like me, and is this shirt cute enough? It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing as an adult. We have to know ourselves to grow ourselves. So it's like the law of awareness. Like, do I know where I'm at in life right now? Am I fully aware of what I'm capable of? What are my setbacks? What are my roadblocks? What am I telling myself I can and can't do? Like, am I fully aware of that? And if I'm not, I'm never going to be able to grow, because you have to be aware of it to know, okay, that's a bad habit. I got to change it. That is something that will propel me and my family. I need to keep doing it. This is who I am, and this is what I'm good at. If I don't know my passion and my purpose and my skill sets and my talents, how am I going to go work on that and improve that? So you really have to dig down in, and it's like a come to Jesus meeting with yourself. Like, seriously, you got to figure out who you are, what your setbacks are, what your roadblocks are, what things you're good at, so that you can work on the things that you are good at to keep on growing, right? It was James Russell. I have this written down. James Russell made this quote that says, "No one can produce great things if you are not thoroughly sincere in dealing with himself." If you are not thoroughly sincere with dealing with yourself, you are never going to be able to produce great things. Because let's say that I'm a hot mess at home, right? You guys, I'm awareness to keep on growing, Brandy says. And it's true, because if I'm a hot mess at home and I am not sincerely dealing with myself, and I'm a hot mess and I can't keep my life together, like the marriage is falling apart, the kids are a mess, how am I going to grow as well? And so it really comes down to, you've got to plug into things that are going to help you grow. And ultimately it comes right here. That's where it's going to start, is your mental capacity, your mental awareness of the things that need to change in your life. So podcasts, books, people that you talk to, think about it. If you hang out with like a negative Nancy, when you're hanging out with them at first, you might be thinking, I feel good. Like, this lady, she's got problems. She's complaining, but you know what? My life's good. I'm not complaining. That's not where I'm at. But by the end of the day, you are going to be burnt out. By the end of the day, you're going to be frustrated. By the end of the day, you're going to be talking like negative Nancy, because you put yourself in that environment. You put yourself in like an environment that's not growing. So you really just have to figure out, change your environment, change the things that you're putting in your mind, because what you put in is what comes out. The more you can think about the positive, not worry about the how, not worry about the why, not worry about the circumstances, but just put it into motion, put it into the universe, that today, as easy as today is going to be a good day. And it doesn't matter. I don't care if like you have to go to work and you have a crappy boss. Maybe you have to go to court, whatever it is. Maybe you have to go talk about a speeding ticket. You wake up and say, today is going to be a great day, and nothing is going to interfere with that. And you ultimately put that out there in the universe, because it is up to you to tell yourself what you're capable of doing. But if you have negative coming in constantly through the news stations, through the radios, through the people you hang out with, you are not going to amount to anything but what is there. It's the law of the lid, you guys, the law of awareness. Like there's a book, I can't remember who it is, you guys. Like, my mind is so flustered. I seriously had notes I was going to bring to you, but I had to go have this leadership talk with my 11-year-old daughter. But like, unless if we change, we will always be the same person we are. So we can go through the motions. We can go through the Groundhog Day. We can continue to say, tomorrow's going to be a better day. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. But unless if you intentionally, okay, you guys write this down. The law of awareness really comes down to being intentional about it. Are you intentionally trying to grow yourself? Are you filling yourself with good podcasts, with good audibles, with good books every single day? Or are you just hoping that by fate, by chance, something good is going to happen because you're a good person, you show up to work, you do the things you're supposed to? Not necessarily going to happen. You're just going to go through the motions of life. So you really have to become the leader in your life. You got to dig down deep and find out what's holding you back. You guys, I've been digging down. I've been doing thinking into results with my amazing mentor, Brandy, and we've got a big group of other people. And we're just getting started, you guys. We're a week in. We're a week in. And I have been digging into, thinking into results. And it comes into a lot of this that I'm talking about, that if you want to produce great things in your life, like if you want to have a good marriage, how are you going to give to that marriage if you don't know the slightest thing about yourself? If you don't know what you can give and you don't know what your setbacks are, maybe you complain a lot about your marriage, even though your husband's amazing, right? Maybe you need to dig deep down in and be like, why am I always complaining about him? Maybe it's because of my insecurities. Maybe I need to fix my insecurities. And maybe I need to wake up and say, I'm a great wife. I am a great cook. I clean the house all the time. I care for him. I serve him. I service him. And I love him. Wouldn't that make you grow as a wife? And then wouldn't the snowball effect, like your husband's going to notice this, and that's going to create a snowball effect to creating a better relationship, a better marriage. That is where you become the leader in that marriage, right? What about as a mom? This is what I just had to deal with like 5 minutes before I came on here. Having emotional setbacks with my daughter. Freakouts, it happens, you guys. If you're a mom, you know, kids get upset. They can't control their emotions. They scream, they kick, they slam doors. Like they do all the that gets the hair on the mom's back, like the back of my neck was on fire. And I was like, absolutely, she is not going to act like that. And instantly, like my instinct was to go down, be that tough mom, yell at her, tell her it's not allowable, that's disrespectful, that's not the attitude to have, that's not the way you treat this home, it's not yours, you don't pay for it, I got the job, right? Ultimately, that's what I wanted to do. And I stopped because I knew that that's my hardship in my relationships with my kids. I get hot-headed really easy. And it doesn't help when they're having issues for mom to just come in and be this, you know, this mean, here's the rules, black and white. Like kids need that compassion. And so I had to step back and like really look at myself, learn what it is in me that I can do to help her grow. And so I had to come down and completely change it. Like I can't grow my relationship with my daughter if it's fighting all the time. You know, me telling her what she did wrong. Is it wrong? Probably. Should she do it? No. Is it disrespectful? Yes. But do you think that that's going to help me become a better mom? Is that going to help me grow and become a better leader with her? She doesn't want to listen to me when I tell her that. But when I go in, I sit down on the floor, you guys, and I don't say a word. I'm sitting on the floor and I'm just letting her cry. And then I'm offering her solutions. Instead of me trying to control the situation, I was trying to resolve the situation in a different way. I offered, do you want some oils? Should we meditate? Do you want me to put on some Christian music? Do we need to go for a walk? These are things I normally don't do because that's not who, I'm learning how to be that better leader as a mom. And it's by finding out deep inside me, what can I do better to offer more to them to become that leader? And so the more I know I have a short temper, you guys, and that's where this comes back to is I'm trying to really dig into who I know I am. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I know I'm rambling. You guys, I'm just so scatterbrained after all this that was happening, but we have to create a mindset and an attitude for growth. And if you intentionally do not say, I'm going to grow from this, I'm going to have a mindset to make this better, I'm going to have the mindset and the growth and the attitude to be the leader, to step up and not be stuck down here, to be that leader, to change these things in my life. And that's what I had to do. And I mean, it's small things like that, you guys. It doesn't mean these big, massive, how to be a leader of a CEO of a business. I mean, I'm talking leadership as a mom. And that was a really big, lessons learned because I ultimately wanted to come down and, like I said, just lay the law down. This is how it is, girl. You don't talk to me that way. You listen to your mom, you get your butt whipped, right? That's ultimately what it was. But I knew we've been doing it over and over again. So what happens when you do something over and over again and it produces the same results? It's considered insanity, right? So if we change, we will always get what we got. So are you willing to change habits and things that are not serving you to get the things that you want? So think about it. If you're wanting growth in your life and you're wanting to become a leader in all aspects of your life, what do you need to change? Is it changing news, not watching the news stations? Is it not hitting an alarm clock 10 times? Maybe it's waking up and reading some positive affirmations. Maybe it's waking up and moving your body more. Maybe you're going through a health crisis. If you don't change, You can only expect to get what you already got, right? So if you're wanting something different, you have to be intentional about this growth. You have to be intentional about what you are doing to become that leader in your life. So I'm curious from you guys, like we all have things that we want to improve. We all have things that we want to change in our life. And I just want you guys to understand is I know sometimes we get stuck in this rut. We get stuck in Groundhog Day and think, it's just the same thing all over. And this is just what it's going to be. I'm just going to have to do this until I retire. And then when I retire, it's like breaking out of prison, right? Some people, we live life like we're in prison, just waiting for the day that we could get out, get out of our job or, get out of the bad relationship or get out of this crappy situation that I'm in right now. You can absolutely have more than what you got right now, because everybody can become more than who you are at this moment. So in order for you to become who you want to be, you have to change who you are now. Change your habits, change the things you read, change the people that you hang out with, change the way you react to situations. But how do you do that? I think all of this, everything I'm talking about, becoming the leader, being intentional, creating that growth, improving your life, improving your health, improving your finances, this all results down to personal development. Personal development is going to be the one thing that is going to help you grow in all aspects of your life. It's going to help you grow to become, a better leader in your business if you're running a business. It's going to help you grow to be more compassionate in your marriage. It's going to help you grow to be more understanding as a parent. It's going to help you grow to create better relationships with people, right? So you guys, I just come to you to really encourage you to be intentional about the growth. Create a mindset and an attitude. Create a mindset and an attitude that, around growth, that you want to be better, and be intentional about it. Because if you're not intentional, if you're not intentionally living life to be better than who you were today, if I woke up every day, Groundhog Day, with no intentions to be better than who I was yesterday, I probably wouldn't work out. I probably wouldn't be going through this Thinking into Results freaking amazing coaching program. I probably wouldn't eat healthy. I would eat donuts and coffee all day, right? My two favorite foods. If we are not intentional to becoming better, if we don't have, if we are not aware of ourselves where we are now, what are we doing now? If we do not have this law of awareness and wake up each day with the intention to grow and to become better, then what's the purpose of life? It's Groundhog Day, right? You're just going through the motions. You're just waiting for the day for you to kick the bucket, right? So I encourage you guys to really find something that gives you passion and gives you purpose. Find the awareness in that passion and purpose to where you can grow, to where you can become more than who you are today. Make it a goal that you wake up every day with intentions that I'm going to do this a little bit better. I'm going to speak a little bit kinder. I'm going to walk a little bit more. I'm going to eat a little bit healthier. I'm going to serve my husband a little bit more. I'm going to be kind to the neighbors a little bit more. I'm going to be more intentional and more, in the moment with my kids a little bit more. Because if not, we just go through the motions. And what is the purpose of life? Honestly, that's what I ask you guys. What is the purpose in your life if you don't have any intentional habits, mindset, and attitudes of growth to improve your current situation? You might be happy, okay? And I'm not going to talk much longer, but you might be happy and loving life. My life's beautiful, really is. No complaints, right? Beautiful family, beautiful kids. I've got a great job at home. My husband's got a great job. It takes him out of the home, don't want him to, but we have everything going for us. I honestly could not complain. We have no setbacks. So even if you're in that state of life right now where you're happy, don't you think you could still grow? Or do you just want to maintain? Just stay where you are? I know I don't, because in a year from now, I don't want to look back and be like, man, if I would have just woke up every day and was intentional with my growth, I was intentional with knowing who I am so that I can become better, where would I be today? How would that have changed me? Don't settle for less, you guys. Create the law of awareness, know yourself to grow yourself, have that mindset and attitude of growth, and that is ultimately is what's going to help you become the leader in all aspects of your life. There's no magic pill, there's no magic steps, there's no, like ABC, do this, you'll become the leader in all aspects of your life. It will all organically and naturally take its place if you work on yourself first. If you work so hard on yourself to know yourself thoroughly, know yourself sincerely, so that you can grow beyond that, everything else will come naturally. So you guys, I hope this helped. I hope that you got something out of this, and I hope that tomorrow you wake up with the attitude and mindset, I am intentionally going to grow in all aspects of my life. You guys, this is Dixie. Take care.